Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So before we start, your key to the week this week is the Temperance card. What are you making space for? What is it that you are allowing to stay in your life? And what is it that you are paving the way for entering into your life? Remember, the Temperance card isn't just about balance. It's not just about spiritual alchemy. It's also about the energetic pathways that you are allowing to be created towards you in your own life, right? So what does your energy signature say about you to the universe, to other people? What does your behavior make way for, right? So this can be across the board when it comes to your actions, your communications, your money, your relationships. What is it that you are this week ready, willing, and able to open up a dialogue with? And what is it that you are paving the way to happen in your own life? I love the Temperance card because aside from all of that, it actually represents true spiritual healing. Interestingly enough as well, the Temperance card very often represents doctors, healers, nurses, people that work in the healing professions. So on aside from whatever else it is that you are creating the way for in your life, what is it that you are healing from this week? What is it that you are allowing yourself to transcend? That's the whole point of when we talk about the spiritual alchemy, okay? When we talk about spiritual alchemy, we're talking about taking even the most difficult or challenging things that we've experienced and transmuting that energy so that we can look at Adele is a perfect example, right? She had this awful breakup. It was really horrible for her. So what she did, I think one of her lyrics is actually turn my sorrow into treasured gold. Literally that. It's about taking whatever your experience is and channeling the energy behind that into creating something that is going to be beneficial for you. For your actions and options this week, you have the Magician card. Only one other sign had this card in its position, and it was, I believe, the Cancerian. So you guys are sharing this energy this week. You cardinal signs have got it going on. Now, I love this for you, right? Because the Magician card isn't just about power. It's also about what you truly have to say, right? This is true spiritual healing, but it's also true spiritual power. It looks like this week you are coming into a wealth of understanding about yourself, about your own path. And it looks like you're saying to yourself and to the world at large, you know what? This is the path that I'm taking. I know where it is that I belong. I know where it is that I'm going. And I'm going to take the steps that are necessary to get there. There's something about your energy this week that kind of says I am not backing down no matter what it is that comes up, no matter what it is that stands in my way. It's kind of like you're saying, what, retrogrades? I don't care. What, there's going to be a challenge from a boss? I don't care. There's going to be a challenge from a partner? I don't care. It's kind of like this week there's a much harder, better, stronger version of you, which I really like to see for you guys, because usually you think a lot about what other people's wants and needs are, whereas this week you are very self-focused, very self-directed, and it looks like you are really starting to, put your foot down in a lot of ways, which is a good thing. All right, for your communications and conversations, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about you claiming what is yours, right? Whether this is you speaking to a boss and saying, you know what, I've worked hard enough, I deserve the promotion. Maybe maybe you're going after the pay rise. Maybe you're going after the promotion. Maybe you are seeking the alignment, or maybe even some of you are seeking some sort of an accolade. This looks like something that you're going after that you feel like you are deserving of and should be in receipt of. It's really interesting that you've got the Nine of Pentacles here as well, because these two cards are different deck, but they're exactly the same cards that came out for Cancer. But because you've got the Temperance card, it's a different energy, right? They had the Sun. Now, look at this, right? This is really powerful because it really does feel for me like this week you are going after something, and it's kind of like the energy behind it is I will not be denied, right? This could see you working on some personal project behind the scenes. It could be for some of you, you're deciding to either maybe start writing a book or a memoir or creating a package or a course of some sort. For others of you, this could see you really deciding to decide what kind of champion you want to be. If you were going to champion a cause, who would it be? Like, who would those people be that you stood for? What is it that you stand for? This is what you're asking yourself this week. And when it comes to you on a personal level, what do I stand for myself? What do I need? Good for you, Libra. Wow. You got the 10 of Cups in your money and materials, so your money looks good this week. And it kind of feels like this week, whatever it is that you are going after, whatever it is that you feel you deserve, you are getting it, right? This is the 10 of Cups. This is one of the brightest, most powerful, happy cards in the deck. And whenever I see this, I'm always reminded of financial and material stability and security. For some of you, this is literally finding a more beautiful place or environment to live. This looks like a lot of you are really thinking long term about what the environment that you're in actually says about you. What is it that you are paving the way for? What is it what does your energy say you are aligned with? Well, so far it says that you're aligned with power. It says that you're aligned with hard work and attention to detail. And it says that you're aligned with financial security and abundance. This is a very powerful week for you guys. Now, when it comes to your money, as I said, it looks like what you're going after, you are getting. If it's an accolade, if it's a promotion, it's kind of like I hear you saying to your boss, you know what, I'm deserving of this. And if you don't think so, we're going to have to think about my employment. Do you know what I mean? I kind of feel like it's maybe not necessarily that strong. It's not as strong as an ultimatum, but it is certainly you laying down the gauntlet in some way. Now, for your home and environment, home looks very good. I'm seeing a lot happening here. And it looks like in some ways you're treating your home as the sanctuary that is going to sustain you while you get your message out to the world, whatever that is. And then when it comes to your physical health, vitality, it's all there for you this week. I actually feel like this is a very good week for you guys when it comes to health. I've got no issues here at all. I mean, the only thing here, you might go a bit over, maybe you might decide to celebrate and drink a little too much, but outside of that, no. So for your love and relations, you've got the Lovers card, right? So you are making a choice. For those of you that are single, I feel like this is you aligning with your significant other or somebody that has come into your life. I feel like this is the week where you're kind of saying, you know what, this person actually feels like they might be the right one for me. Now, there is a lot of retrograde energy, but I always say this as well, don't stop living just because the planets are retrograde. You know what is for you, right? And if you want to move ahead with it, then feel free. That is, you know what, baby girl, you go ahead, right? Do whatever you need to in the moment when it takes you. I always say that, use these things as a guide to kind of tell you what's coming up, what you might need to sidestep, and what you should be moving ahead with. For those of you that are partnered, this is absolutely beautiful because I've got the Lovers card coming through the guise of the 10 of Cups, but right underneath the 9 of Pentacles. The hard work and effort that you have done on your relationship, this week it really starts to pay off. This is where you're seeing some sort of alignment when it comes to your relationship, and it actually looks like, look at this, because the Temperance card is Sagittarius, and then you've got the Lovers card there, which is Gemini. Where are the North and South Node right now? So really, really interesting and very exciting stuff for you guys for sure. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.